Pour that, mix that, sip that, what? Set up the way for the night. Two shots of the dark stuff. If I ain't half cut, then you ain't pouring it right.
What's happening, people? We're back here once again on CubCamTV for this another interesting collaboration. We've got a man like Danny Jaqq in the building. How you doing, sir?
But yeah, man's here.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you in the cave. It's good to have you back in the building. Obviously, we've done a lot of recording in here over the years and got involved with a lot of different projects over the years as well. So it's good to get you in on the YouTube side of things. Today, we've got quite an interesting debate, as you can probably see from the title. We're two very big Ghetts fans. I think there's no real denying that. Like, I think we're both in agreement. In our opinion, he's the best rapper to come out of the UK.
Yeah, best in the world, in my opinion.
He's the best rapper in the world, in your opinion. Fair enough. I mean, I'd agree. I can understand why there'd be arguments otherwise, but I feel very much so that on a talent level and on a ability level, more than talent, ability level, I feel he's definitely in that conversation. And that's what this list is all about. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and whittle down a short list we've got on the right hand side, which we've been debating back and forth about for a couple of days. And we've been literally up until the moment we started recording, there was this, we were going to have to basically have the discussion about what's going into the shortlist and what's not. So we may add and remove from the shortlist as we go. But we basically have a list here, I think, of, I think it's now 16 tunes on the shortlist, and that's as small as we could get it. Of the top 5.
Guy don't miss.
It's that mad. Over the years as well, we forget with Ghetts, he's been going now for so long. Consistently as well for so long, and there was definitely a period of time where Ghetts was almost like a bit kind of overshadowed, I feel, by what everyone else was doing, by like what Kano, by Kano, Wiley, by Skepta, like, but even by almost like Dot Rotten and P Money at times. Like there was a point where he wasn't necessarily the first name on people's kind of tongues, but I feel now. The last sort of 5 years, he's very much kind of gone, okay, you lot are all done now? You done?
He was ahead of his time. People didn't catch onto his style because it's very multisyllabic, it's very fast-paced and stuff. So now people are now more adapted to that. It's like, they caught on now. Ghetts is the greatest, bro.
Yeah,
let's go.
I mean, this list is going to be a madness to kind of read through purely because, bro, there's so much on it. So we're going to run through we're going to run through. As these have been kind of put in randomly, essentially. We're going to run through these, the ones that we've got our shortlist down to. We're going to kick off with Mozambique, purely because that's the most recent on the list. And that, I mean, I'm saying it right now. If that doesn't end up in the top 5 already, I'm going to be surprised.
Yeah, no, that's a banger, bro.
So odds well on this, we've got Sing For Me, we've got One Take, we've got Legends Don't Die, Artillery, Bus One, Done Know Already, Banger After Banger, Know My Ting, Top 3 Selected, Slumdog Millionaire, Menace, The Cypher, Listen, Esco Spirit, and Don't Phone Me. I mean,
all bangers.
That's the thing. Like, I would not be mad at anyone's top 5 being made up of any of these.
If Ghetts did that whole thing as a set list, like a show, it'd be a Shutters.
Yeah,
Shutters. Bro.
How many Ghetts songs do you reckon there'd be on an hour set list? I mean, do people even do that?
I saw him at Jazz Cafe, and he did the album. I can't remember. I think it was Get a Gospel 2. I think.
Yeah. And
he did a few of the tunes from that, like from the Get a Gospel 2, and then he did like his old ones, and then he just did like an Eskimo set. So on an hour, I think maybe like 10 of them on an hour one with wheel ups.
Yeah. This is the madness, man. I mean, the madness going through this list. I mean, where do we even start to whittle down? That's the real issue.
I want to start with Menace.
Okay.
Because that was, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's from Get a Gospel 1, I think, or the Testament, or whatever.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's on Get a Gospel.
Yeah. So that was like, I love that tune because
it wouldn't have been it's not on 2000 Life, I don't think. I think
it's Get a Gospel, I think. But he raps over the Coheed and Cambria tune. I can't remember what the tune is, but it's sampled that, and it's the ding, 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 that tune. And I've always seen the correlation between heavy metal and grime.
Yeah. There's a massive correlation,
and they're both pretty much the same tempo.
It's the same way that punk and reggae linked up at the time. Like, it's a very similar.
You see, like how screamo in heavy metal, like when people scream, I feel like Ghetts is like that sort of like aggressiveness, but with rap, his voice is very like. But when Ghetts does that thing, bro, he's like, he goes all like, he just starts barking at people, and it's like it just turns into a mosh pit, bro. I think like him in that sample of Coheed and Cambria goes so well, and I think that it was like a pivotal moment in grime where it's like, oh yeah, this connection works.
Yeah. So. I mean, the only argument I'd have to that is how many kind of metal based grime tunes have we seen since then?
Yeah.
I mean, not many, and I feel there's bear in mind it's warm down here today. Right. There's a couple of flies in the room, and I'm lucky. We're lucky we can't hear them on the mic, otherwise I'd be switching. I mean, if we're taking tunes off this, I mean, the tune I want to talk about is realistically Artillery, because to this day, that's the Ghetts sing-along that everyone knows.
Z Dot, innit, produced that.
Yeah, like...
Big up Z Dot, bro. That's my boy, fam.
Like, you look through everything that Ghetts has kind of done over the years, and Artillery is like a hook he'll still bring out on stage.
On set. Yeah, you know what's sick? This guy can walk on stage and literally go, done.
And it's a dance. It's like he's got the same as D Double going. Yeah. It's the same. Like it doesn't get put in the same category, but really it is. You can just go instead of
Bro, he will turn
the same thing.
Ghetts will turn a rave into a zoo by saying the letter R twice. Yeah, that is legendary.
That's
bro.
Madness, man.
But he's the great. Anyway.
I mean, this. I think that if we kind of split this already into kind of newer and older tunes. I mean, there's tunes from different periods of time here, which is what kind of makes it. There's sort of three phases here. I feel of Ghetts when we look through these kind of tunes.
Don't Phone Me as well.
Yeah, I'd put that into the earlier bracket. Yeah, I'd put that into that'd be on the earlier bracket with Menace, with Top 3 Selected, with Bus 1. With Sing For Me, I'd say probably that's in the early.
Sing For Me was pivotal,
I mean, let's talk about Sing For Me for a second.
Yeah, like I remember, I was in school when that came up.
Yeah.
And I remember that came out, I was like, I meant to get out, and
do you know what it was? I think something about this tune, a lot of credit has to go on the production.
Oh yeah, the beat was hard.
Which is that zim 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 zim. Because I remember hearing the instrumental get played on Rinse bare on sets beforehand, and I remember thinking like, what is this? What is this instrumental?
I remember it came out around the same time that Ghetts and Wretch did the Movement with Marvel Westwood set.
Yeah. So
I remember in school, everyone had the Sony Ericssons and all that.
Yeah.
And everyone was Bluetoothing that tune, like, I make the girl, and it was like something. I remember we went around school, everyone was like, yo, I make the girl, you know what I'm saying? Everyone tried to like cut the same thing, bro. But it's just like, I remember that tune because it was like a switch up from like Ghetto, because Ghetto was always like, they're like,
I mean, we're going to move on to another tune in a second. But
then all of a sudden he's like, I make the girl them sing for me. I'm like, back then you wouldn't think any girl was going to sing a Ghetts tune because it's all mad. But then he switched it up. But this guy just changes and evolves with the time.
I think evolves is the best way to describe it because he's never sounded out of his time.
Never, ever.
He may have sounded ahead of his time, but he's never sounded behind the times.
Yeah, bro. Like this is like we're getting close to like 15 years, I think. Bro. Yeah. Like I remember I heard him when I'm 28 now. I was like maybe 14 or something when I heard him, and it's just like, how do you continue to be great but also be innovative, with the time,
innovative,
bro?
Not even that innovative a lot of the time. But we look at, if we go through this just to check, like tunes like One Take and Done Though Already, I feel are tunes that almost reignited grime to an extent, because these were tunes that they were so classic, they were so nostalgic, but they were so modern at the same time. Yeah. And a lot of that has to go down to production, fair enough. A lot of it has to kind of go down to the choppiness of the production. Yeah. But the way he kind of moves and weaves between things, like on Done Though Already, the hook just like, you.
But the thing is, Ghetts even acknowledges himself. He says in a bar, bro, he's like, talking about people getting reloads, but it was the beat though. Yeah. So he even acknowledges the fact that sometimes it's the production that will help him, man. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he acknowledges it means that he's aware of it. So he hears a beat and he's like, yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna find pockets that no other man can find. And he does that every single time. Yeah. There's a couple of tunes on here where he does it, bro. Like, I'll get to that. But like, bro, he just finds pockets that no other man can find, and he's always ahead of everyone else. Yeah. Even to this day. Like, I don't know how old man is, but like, I know he's older than a lot of the new generation, obviously. Yeah. But he's still cold. It's like on that GRM album, he did the tune with RV. Yeah. And I'm like, bruv, he says, it's like, you're too old to talk all this crud. And he's like, I did that. It's like, bruv, you're on a drill tune, bruv, which is a genre built from a generation much younger than yourself, but you're still out here smoking, man. Like, smoking tunes, and bruv, he's sick.
I think. I mean, we could sit here probably and talk all day.
Listen,
about how highly we rate the guy. Yeah. And I think, kind of looking through this on this list more than anything else, I think we're going to have to start whittling tunes out.
Yeah, we have to.
Which is going to be difficult. Now, on this list, I think out of all of these, the one that immediately jumps out that isn't, there's only one on here, if I'm being 100% honest, that I don't think would fit into a top 5, and that's Slumdog Millionaire.
I agree.
I think
that might be the I don't want to say weakest, but out of this list, and that's a banger. I love that tune.
Yeah, it is a banger.
Big up like Stefflon Don's feature in it, and she wasn't even like, she's not even like listed as a feature. She just did it, and that's a sick hook in that. But and he goes off as always. But yeah, out of all the tunes we have here, that might be the one that's. I
think that's the. Do you know what it is? That's the only one that I would kind of go, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But I don't have a point. It's not even that I don't have a point to keep it in. It's that the fact that it's. I feel it's almost like the rest are all 9s at least. Yeah. And that's probably like a 7, 8 for Ghetts. And it's not even a bad tune.
Bro, he does some of these tunes for fun, bro. He just, bro, the video for Listen, I think it's Listen. He says, I was just bored in the house and then he made it. And I'm like, bro, you're spitting bars for fun that a lot of men that we both know could never write.
Never, you know what I'm saying? Like, close to.
Never. Like he's just.
Okay, bro. Cool. Well, we've got this list in front of us here, so I'm gonna remove Slumdog Millionaire. One down. We've got 10 to go. We've got 10 to go. Okay, cool. So looking through these, then, I think what we need to do at this moment in time is kind of when we discuss something, we go, does it stay or is it in the danger zone? I think that's how we kind of need to look at this. We need to look and go, does it stay or is it in the danger zone? So let's do top 3 selected.
I think that's pivotal to him because everyone rated him and all that, yeah. But I don't think when he said top 3 selected, we were like, yeah. You know what, bro? You're right. Like, I think everyone heard that, and he's like, "Yo, top 3 selected." Everyone, because I know how fans are, bro. They'll go, "No, but." Oh, yeah. You know what I mean?
Really, that little pause. The little meme on Twitter.
Yeah. It's like
that one. So I think that's not in the danger zone yet.
No, yeah, I think that's just.
And this is the thing. This is going to get really difficult, and it's going to get. Techy.
It is.
I think if we're going through this banger after banger, might be the next one.
Banger after banger. See, that tune is sick.
Is it timeless though? Is it on the timeless level that a lot of these tunes
not
are?
with these, not with like say like. I'm not going to say what. So it's not with top 3 selected. You can listen to top 3 selected because that was a statement.
Yeah.
Whereas banger after banger is a banger. But it's not one if you say to me, Ghetts, that's not the first
banger after banger doesn't come to my head. It doesn't. I'd say that's one that doesn't land in my.
It is a banger, bro.
Yeah,
it's a hard tune.
Do you know what it is? I feel like to an extent, banger after banger is almost like the slightly less developed cousin of One Take and Done.
Yeah, it is. Didn't Rude Kid produce that as well?
Yeah, a lot of these are Rude Kid productions.
Well, Rude Kid and Ghetts, by the way, is the one.
Yeah.
Big up Rude Kid, big up Ghetts.
I'd say, I don't think there is a stronger link up. The only one that comes close would probably be Spy and Stormzy.
Yeah,
that'd probably be the only one that I'd say that is like as a known duo.
Yeah.
But I don't think they don't even have anywhere near the level of catalogue.
Rude Kid's beats are my favourite to spit over and write to as well. Like, they're sick.
The thing with Rude Kid as well is the instrumentals he makes can be either set beats or they can be like song. Instrumentals, you know what I mean. They you can use them for both. Okay, cool. Going through this, then we've got rid of 2. We've got rid of 2.
Okay.
Know My Ting. Let's talk about Know My Ting.
Oh, you know my. See, that was his.
Was it though?
It was. I think that was Ghetts' like bust true, like that was him getting into a. So I went to see him live in Windsor, and that was like when that tune played, everyone was there. But then, I think that was his like bust through to where he is now. I think.
You know what? I disagree because I think it's One Take.
One Take.
Because when you know the famous performance of him at Eskimo Dance.
Yeah, I was there.
What's the tune that everyone sings along to most?
One Take. Yeah, bro. I was there.
It's One
at
Take.
Wembley, innit?
Yeah,
I was there, bro.
It's One Take, and the thing is, Know My Ting plays, and it's fine. And it's good reaction.
He doesn't rap. He just stands there, and everyone's saying it.
But I don't think it's on the same level as. I think Know My Ting's in that same kind of bracket as Done Though Already, and it's that period. It's that kind of it's that almost like 2015 to 18 period of Ghetts where he's like, look, I am the best, and this is me showing how good I am on grime. And I think out of this list, I'd say probably I'd probably say Know My Ting. Are there any others on this list that you feel at this point you feel
what should stay or go?
That are you think are in the danger zone at the moment?
Bro, I'm gonna put Know My Ting in the danger zone, bro.
Yeah.
I think so because It's a banger. I think it was his bus true, but at the same time, what you just said is right. Like one take and Know My Ting, if one gets played and one take gets played, bro, I've seen the man stand there, bro.
Yeah.
And they just rap the whole 16. That imagine paying a man. Hey, you don't rap. But it's sick, bro. Yeah, so I think Know My Ting's in danger zone, bro.
Yeah, Know My Ting's in the danger zone. That works for me. Bus one.
I think.
You see, I've got an argument for Bus one. Why it's even close to the top 5. I've got an argument for it because you will sing the hook. You will scream the hook if you hear it.
There's a bus gang.
Bus one, bus two, bus three.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm so used to singing that, like bus one, but a bus 10, a bus get, and then on sets, Ghetts always does the bus one.
Yeah.
Then he'll go bus 10, a bus get, and he goes and
yeah.
Now it's joined. I feel like they're the same tune, but I forget they're 2 different tunes. Bro.
Yeah, I don't even remember what Project Artillery was on.
Neither do I. But I've heard him do it at like Eskimo dance and that, and he always does the. Not always. I don't mean that way, but I mean like
with Artillery as well. We always remember the music video. We remember him walking through the snow with the bag. Like we remember that's like iconic. Like
bro, he knows what he's doing, bro. You do bus one and that. You do them bars. Everyone knows that.
You know what? I think. If I'm being honest, I think there are 3 that can go if this is the level we're currently at. I think Bus 1, Done Know Already, and Know My Ting can all go.
Yeah.
I think out of this list...
Yeah. I think Don't Phone Me as well, man.
You think Don't Phone Me's in that bracket?
It's a banger, bro, but it doesn't like...
You might be right, you know.
I think Don't Phone Me is a tune, bro. It's a banger, but he released that, I think, if I memory serves me correct, I think he released that just after... Sing For Me, and I think I remember asking him this on Twitter and he answered me. I can't remember the answer though. I was like, bro, like you did Sing For Me, you did that. I was like, did you do it for fun or whatever? But like, I can't remember what his answer was. But basically, I don't think Don't Phone Me. I think Don't Phone Me was like because remember he had that tune with Dollar.
Dollar the Dustman.
Yeah, bro. What is that? Don't Phone Me. That's not Don't Phone Me.
That's not that. No, it's Criminal on Don't Phone Me.
Yeah. So it was in that time anyway. And then I was like. Don't Phone Me can go, I think. Okay, well, that's a big whittle down then. So if we take Don't Phone Me out, we take out Know My Ting, we take out Done Know Already. We haven't really spoken about Done Know Already, but again, I feel, honestly, Done Know Already is just a lesser version of One Take. Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel.
Mega Man being involved was sick.
Yeah.
And then the remix was dope. But if you're talking Ghetts best, if we whittling down to top 5, it's not there.
I don't think it's there. There we go. And Bus 1 is gone as well. So we are now down to
8,
Mozambique,
9.
Sing For Me, One Take, Legends Don't Die, Artillery, top 3 selected, Menace, The Cypher, Listen, and Esco Spirit.
The Cypher has to stay.
You're saying stay safety on the Cypher.
That can't go because
safety.
Bro, listen.
You know what? I'm in agreement with you on the Cypher. And the thing is, it's not even necessarily because it's not his biggest tune.
No.
It's not a tune that did amazingly well.
No.
There are a lot of Ghetts fans that have never heard the Cypher.
Which is mad. Because like...
But it is the epitome of what Ghetts is.
Jaqq,
and I think,
Ghetts, Ghetto. And he did it all in the same... Like, it's a journey, bro. And if you watch the video, I think it's on SB. If you watch the video, at the beginning, he's like... explaining the journey and like how he went from Ghetto to Ghetts and then Jay Clark and all that, and but it really displays the talent this guy has. This guy could do spoken word if he wanted to. This guy could do the calm rap that he does more. He's a bit calmer now. But you know what it is? Is when the Ghetto comes in with the hat over the hood, bro. GHGTTN. Once again on a hype tick, like, bro, it's mad. So I'm like, it's a journey through Ghetts. So I think any new fan that listens to Ghetts now
has to take the
has
Cypher.
to listen to the Cypher because you need
if I'm looking at this list, I think it's Listen that goes for me.
Yeah, but even Ghetts would probably say that himself. He did it for fun, bro.
Yeah, I think
that can go.
I think out of what these tunes mean, I think that's probably the one for me anyway. There might be stuff that I'm missing in there, but I feel for what the tunes mean, I feel Listen is the one on this list now that is kind of like the least.
Tune,
Yeah, tune, and I think it goes without saying at this point that these are all. This is difficult. Yeah. This is difficult to do.
I just realised, you didn't say that you made that for fun. It's Microsoft Word he made for fun.
Oh, fair.
But Listen is a tune.
Okay, cool. Are we taking it out
though? Yeah.
We're taking it out of this list. So we're down to 9.
You know what? Yeah, this is going to be controversial, but I don't think Legends Don't Die is in the top 5.
You know what? I'll agree. I'll agree.
As a great tune and as meaningful as it is, like it is honestly like.
Do you know what it is as well? I don't think I think it's too recent. Even though Mozambique is probably going in there, I think for what it means, I don't think it's had the impact of time yet, which is annoying to kind of hold against it because you can't really.
He speaks so real about like all the people that have passed.
That was the most played grime tune on my show last year.
Really?
On The Breakfast by absolute country mile.
Banger. That's what I'm saying. Me and you can listen to it and we appreciate it. But if we're talking top 5 Ghetts tunes, across the board, you never run that in a dance, would you?
No.
You never,
and I think that's a fair point.
It's a very good tune that you can listen to and relate to. But
then on that same, would you run the cypher in a dance?
Yeah.
Would you?
Mosh pit, bro. As soon as you hear that GHGTT,
true.
It's over,
yeah,
bro.
I suppose.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I'm not mad at taking Legends Don't Die out of this list purely for the reason of
great tune,
amazing tune. I just don't think if you say Ghetts, Legends Don't Die is one of the first tunes that jumps.
That's no disrespect to anyone that's mentioned in.
Of course.
All
I think we're at a point now where this, as I said, this is difficult. Taking people out of this list.
It is, bro. I don't like this,
the impact of that tune. I actually feel the tune was kind of slept on.
Yeah,
well,
Legends Don't Die.
I feel it was kind of slept on, and maybe if it hadn't have been slept on, this would be a little bit different because you do have to take into account how well received tunes are.
The numbers do matter, bro.
They do. They're not the be all and end all, but they do matter.
They do matter, yeah.
But yeah, okay, I'm not mad at that. Okay, down to 8. This is where it gets sticky, and I know the one I'm gonna want to take next. I think Menace is the one I want to take next.
I mean,
because I feel this is one you put in there, so I feel this is.
I love Menace.
Make your point.
So I think like, bro, Ghetts just jumped on this heavy, like on a heavy metal thing. If I remember correctly, the beat wasn't even that sample too tough. It was just the tune, and it was all the heavy metal, and he raps over it. And I'm like, I've always thought heavy metal and grime correlate. It's like dubstep. So I'm like, I fucks with it. So when it came, and I heard the tune, I was like, bro, this is sick. He's building the bridge, and also he goes off.
Yeah.
And Ghetts on heavy metal goes like custard and cream, bro.
Yeah.
Like custard and cream. Anyway, you know what I mean. But like, it was sick. But I hear you. Because looking at the tunes there,
I don't think it gets past any of them. I don't think it gets past any of them purely for impact. I don't think it gets past there for quality of final recording. I don't think legacy wise, although it's a grime tune over heavy metal. I get it, but I feel if there'd been like a flurry of grime MCs going over metal tunes after that weren't still like gimmicky, then maybe I'd hold it higher. But I just don't see how it gets higher than any of the other tunes on there.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
I think that's
go.
Menace gone. Oh, we're down to 7.
Jesus.
Wow, this is tough now. So we've got Mozambique.
Sing for me, man.
Sing for me. One Take, Artillery, top 3 selected, The Cypher and Esco Spirit. We're going Sing for Menace. I think I know the 2 that I would take out of this list. After looking at it again, I think I know the 2.
Yo, what's wrong with these knees? Man can't tell me. Jesus!
Wait, I'm gonna put a
Mozambique is staying, bro, for the bar.
I'm putting a safety on Mozambique.
Yeah, bro, the bar, bro. He's like, what do you say? He's like, yo, bro, he's like,
can't tell me about these streets.
You push out your boat and bleed, the coke and leave. Man's going in there now. I'm just up the road indeed. I swear I look everywhere like I'm looking for phone and keys. Jesus! That's hard. That's safety.
That's safety. I think I know the 2 I think that should go. Although there's 3. There's 3 in contention.
Sing for me, you gotta go.
I think Sing for Me is the next one to go because it's generational. It's a big tune. But
Sing for Me in top 3 selected, bro.
Top 3 selected's not going. I'm arguing top 3 selected.
Fair enough.
It's Sing for Me, One Take, or Esco Spirit that go for me. They're the 3.
One Take is classic though, bro. This guy had a guy spitting a whole 16.
Should we take Sing for Me out for now?
Take Sing for Me out.
Out of that list.
Oh my god.
Because I don't want to have the argument over what is more important to get his discography out of One Take and top 3 selected.
One Take, bro. This guy stood there and let the whole crowd spit a whole 16, bro. If I booked you, bro, you did that, I want my receipt. Big up you though.
I think on this list, it's between, honestly, One Take and Esco Spirit what goes. out of Mozambique, one take, Artillery, top 3 selected, The Cypher, and Esco Spirit. To be honest, The Cypher's in the conversation for me because I don't think.
Yeah, I can't take Esco Spirit out.
I don't think you can take Artillery, top 3 selected, or Mozambique out of that list.
You can't, but I'd rather take The Cypher out than Esco Spirit.
I'm not mad at that.
But I'm pissed. I'm vexed, bro. Because, yo...
I didn't want it to go this way.
I'm vexed, bro. Why'd you make bangers, bro? Stop making... Don't... I beg you, miss.
Please.
Please, miss, and make it easy, fam. But nah, because Esco Spirit is a... Bro, I know that word for word, fam. And I know Cypher word for word. But Esco, R.I.P. Esco, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like... What he did for that tune, bro, that is one of the best tribute tunes. And he never even called it an Esco tribute. He just called it Esco Spirit. It's like, that's you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That whole thing, bro, like Esco's bars, he's sick. It's, yeah.
Me personally, between one take, The Cypher, and Esco Spirit, what goes?
Oh, you dickhead. Sorry, please don't take that personally.
Just to qualify this, I think Mozambique is in. Even though it's brand new, I think the instant impact of that tune, I think for me, that's already one of the best grime tunes of all time. I think,
and that's like Ghetts, like that is the smoothest Ghetts, bro.
Yeah,
when he's like, "Yo, what's wrong with these knees? Yeah. Man can't tell me yet, but it's one of them. Hey, what?
The shoulder bubbler.
Yeah, bro. You know, fuck, this is difficult, fam.
I knew it'd be difficult.
Take the Cypher out, bro.
We're gonna go in with this, getting rid of the Cypher.
Fuck, bro. So vexed.
You sure the Cypher over one take and Esco Spirit? My hair's all over the place. This is tough, man. This is genuinely really tough. You know what? I think I'm leaning towards the Cypher. Do you know what? And I'll tell you why. The Cypher has the least impact overall out of all of these tunes.
Banger though, bro. It's such a great song, and it's Ghetts for the whole generation. That's what's making me vexed, bro. Like, he did J. Clark, Ghetts, Ghetto perfectly with that hat over the hood. And then when he's dressed all like with his new swag that he's got now, brother, man's out here fresh. And then J. Clark, which is like he's an intelligent guy, brother. He's very, like, you see his interviews and that, like, see tunes like Black Rose. I feel like that's like J. Clark. So I'm like, bro, it's hard because
see, the thing is, I reckon there's going to be a lot of comments saying, "How are you putting Mozambique in over the Cypher?"
I get that, but I can't take that out.
I can't take Mozambique
because,
out,
bro, that is.
I feel that's such a statement of a tune.
Yeah, that's a
Mozambique is a tune you hear. He puts out and goes, "Told you."
Yeah, bro, I'm the best. Man's put that tune up, bro, because I saw the tweet when what's the chick's name?
Moonlight Sonata.
Yeah. So when I think she flew over somewhere. I see her tweet Ghetts, and Ghetts was like, "Yeah, come," and then boom, man's out here with a sick visual too. That visual was sick.
The visual's amazing.
It's got an Insta filter. I've been doing it, but I'm pretending I'm Ghetts. I'm like, yo, what's wrong?
Okay, so final listing then. Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you 50-50?
Cypher, take it. Do it, bro, because I can't watch it happen, bro.
We've got our top 5.
Got the top 5.
Mozambique, one take, Artillery, top 3 selected, and Esco Spirit. I won't lie, at the start of this list, I would not have had Esco Spirit in there.
You can't, like...
But...
It's a banger.
Yeah.
And also, Esco was like Ghetts in the sense where Esco is way ahead of his time. Yeah. So the fact that Ghetts paid a mad tribute without using the word tribute and did it and rapped and used his bars and made, bro, it was sick. It's like he took what, I think if Esco was alive, he'd have made that tune.
Yeah.
So
I fully back it, man. I think...
Vicariously did it.
And I think kind of looking through this list more than anything else, I feel that's, if we were to break down what a good representation of Ghetts is, taking the Cypher out, I feel across Mozambique, one take, Artillery, top 3 selected, and Esco Spirit, you do get a very good history of what Ghetts is.
Yep. You play them 5 tunes at a set, I guess you play them 5 tunes at a set, bro. You obviously know this.
Well, I think this is the thing. You've got the original with top 3 selected. You've got the kind of progression from that with Artillery. You've then got Esco Spirit, which was kind of like that mid phase. I think it was like 2014, 15, around that sort of time period there. You've then got One Take, which is almost like a 2017, 2018 kind of, again, reassertion of who Ghetts is. This is like, I am a grime MC first and foremost. And then this year we get Mozambique, which is, for me, it's still tune of the year. Like,
clean.
You know, the only tune that's in contention with it for me is Mango by Savannah across all genres.
I haven't heard that one.
That's the only tune that's in contention for tune.
I think that and Billions by Millions.
That's that. To be fair, that's also in the conversation.
Yeah, that's a hard
Millions
tune,
is hard.
But that's a whole nother video.
That's a whole nother video. Well, we might even do it. You know, the top 5 Millions tunes of 2020.
Yeah.
That might be a good one to do.
Real quick, bruv. I'm the don that said your hairline was sick, bro.
Right then, people. I hope you have enjoyed this video and this discussion, kind of looking through breaking chairs out here. If you have enjoyed this video, please do make sure you subscribe to the channel. Of course, get involved. Throw a like on this. Leave your comments as well. Let us know if you agree or disagree with the discussion. I'm sure there's going to be people out there who completely disagree with our final listing of Mozambique, One Take, Artillery, top 3 selected, and Esco Spirit.
Let's go.
Please do let us know if you have enjoyed the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. We shall see you next time. Danny Jaqq, what's the Insta?
Insta Jaqq with 2 Q's, not CK, and Danny Jaqq on Twitter.
There we go. At KXVU on everything as well. Get subscribed, people, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Pour that, mix that, sip that, what? Set up the way for the night. 2 shots of the dark stuff. If I ain't half cut, then you ain't pouring it right.